Today's show, we're going to make Char Siu or Char Siu or just normal barbecue pork. We're going to use a cut called the shoulder. And first what we're going to do is we're going to stab it 1,000,001 times so all the flavor can get through it. Let's commence the stabbing. And by the way, I asked the butcher to cut it like this. It's got more fat on it than I would usually like, but that's what it is. All right, what we're going to do now, going to make the marinade for this. I've read certain different things about people marinating it in the fridge for 24 hours, but what I also read was that putting it in the fridge will make the meat go hard, so I'm going to marinate it for 8 hours. I'm going to marinate it in this bag. Okay, so I'm going to make the marinade. You'll see some recipes that say to use red food coloring. I'm like, no way am I going to put that chemical in my food. I didn't quite say it like that, but anyway, I'm going to use red wine instead. Sounds better, right? Okay, so I'm going to put all the ingredients in this metal bowl, stir it up, and then put it into the bag. Put the dry ones first. This is garlic salt. You'll also see that there are some ingredients here that maybe aren't that healthy, like the hoisin and the oyster sauce, but how often are you going to have that? Unless you eat it every day. And of course, the brown sugar. By the way, another thing that I read about the sugar is the restaurants, they make stuff for money, right? For profit. So they'll actually soak the meat in a liquid sugar solution to make it heavier because they sell it by weight. That's just a useless bit of information for you. All right, now we'll do the wet ingredients. Okay, this is Chinese cooking wine, and I've had lemons soaking in it overnight, so it should have a bit of more of a lemony flavor, I would hope. Red wine. By the way, some people think that you should use bad wine for cooking. I disagree with that. I think you should use the wine that you can also drink while you're cooking. Whoops. And this is light soy sauce. Hoisin. All right, this is 5 spice. You can make this yourself, but it's just so easy to buy it already crushed. It's exactly as the name implies, 5 different spices. There are no secrets on this channel. Okay. Okay, this is a jar of uh okay. Okay, this is a jar of red preserved bean curd. Let's open it. Oh, no, not really. It wasn't that hard. Going to use 1.5 cubes of this nasty stuff. Okay, and then we mix. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now, there's nothing in here that's going to kill me if I eat it raw, so I'm going to taste it. Mmm, lovely. I'm sure it'll taste better when it gets cooked. Okay, so now I put these two together. And make sure to seal it very well. Get the air out. And then just kind of massage it in. And that's it for the marinade. We're gonna let this sit for 8 hours, not in the fridge, because I heard that makes it hard. I'll turn it around 180 degrees in about 4 hours, just because I want to. I'll see you back later for the cooking. All right, the pork's been marinating for 7 hours. I've got the oven preheated to 220. And what I'm going to do now is put the meat on the rack. I've got the a pan in the oven with foil on it and water, so it can like help steam the meat a bit, and any liquid that comes off the meat doesn't burn on the pan. This is the piece that came off during the stabbing. Okay. And you can't see it because it's off camera, but in my bag I've got all the marinade left over. So every 15 minutes I'm going to take the pork out, turn it, and baste it with that marinade. Okay, it's in the oven for the first 15 minutes. When I take it out, I'm going to show you me turning it over and basting it. Ooh. Right, the first 15 minutes has been done. I'm going to take it out and baste it. Okay, so I'm basting it with the marinade. And then we turn it over to baste the other side. And then we go back in the oven for another 15. I'll see you in 15. Okay, it's been the second 15. I'm going to take it out, show you what's up. Okay, so this is where we turn it. And actually I'm going to add the honey first and then turn it. Okay, this is going to go back in for 10 more minutes. See you in 10. Okay, that's the last 10 minutes. I'm going to take it out and baste it with the honey for the last 5 minutes. The little stabbing piece. That should be good. Okay, now we go in for the last 5. See you soon. Okay, that is all the cooking done. Now I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes and then I'll cut into it and hopefully it's juicy and lovely. Let's see. Okay, I took it out of the oven 10 minutes ago, so it's sat for a while. So now I'm going to cut it. You may have noticed that the little piece that came off during the stabbing is gone. It's because I ate it and it was delicious, in case you were wondering. Now, it may not be restaurant quality in look, but it's better than restaurant quality in taste, and that's what matters, right? Right? Okay, there we have it. Finished Char Siu barbecue pork with honey. Like I said, it doesn't look like what you see hanging up in the restaurants in Hong Kong, but it tastes just as good. So keep watching my shows and I will teach you how to be as bad of a cook as me. Okay, see you next time. Bye.